I have never met a person who has been sad throughout his life. In life, nothing is ever linear. Not your emotions, not your success, and definitely not your failures. Life is like a ridge. You will have your ups and you will definitely have your downs. You will have your highs, you will definitely have your lows. Have you ever seen a ride? Especially the train ride, it goes up and down, and we are so excited. It's so thrilling every time it goes up and it goes down. Now imagine if this ride was straight. Would you have imagined? Would you have been excited by it? No. Why would you? It's straight, it's linear, it's boring. So why are you expecting your life to be that way? Why you're expecting that your life should be smooth? Why you are expecting that you should only have good days, you should only have happy days and not the failures and not the sad moments? In life, nothing ever is consistent. Find me the richest man in this world and he will tell you about his failures. Find me the happiest person in this world and he will tell you about his sad stories. The wisest man in this world and he will tell you about those days when he felt like a fool. Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Chia Vish and I hope you all are doing good, just like I am. And in this video, we are going to talk about how everything works out at the end. Yes, it does, even if it is difficult to digest. I believe one reason why most of the people end their lives is because they feel that it is the end for them. There is nothing else they can do about the situation. There is no hope for them. That there is no sun after that darkness. And if you are someone who is going through the same thought pattern, who is going through the same mindset, I want to tell you that there is so much in store for you. And if you continue to have this mindset, you will never be able to enjoy it. So in this video, I'll try my best to change that about you. Have you seen an ice cube? If you put it at room temperature, we all know an ice will melt, right? Not at 1 degree Fahrenheit, not at 2 degree Fahrenheit, not at 3 degree Fahrenheit, but at 32 degree Fahrenheit. Now, at 31 degree Fahrenheit, the ice wasn't melting. And just 1 degree difference and the ice started melting. Now we could have said, oh, the ice is not melting. This entire thing that the ice melts at room temperature is false at 31 degree because we couldn't see the result. But the work was happening inside. That latent heat was present. We might not have visibly been seeing the effects, but it was happening. The work was being taken place. And at exact 32 degree Fahrenheit, woof, the ice started melting. Maybe this is the case. Maybe right now you are at your 31 degree Fahrenheit and all it will take is that 1 degree before you can reach at your pinnacle of success, at your pinnacle of happiness. It's like a stone cutter. When he starts hitting the stone, the results are not visible. Imagine a stone, the strongest object, and you are hitting the stone, you're trying to break it. Everybody around you will tell you you're a fool. You yourself will feel when you won't see the result that you are a fool. Why are you even trying to hit the stone? You will try 80 times, 90 times and the stone is not breaking. Many people, what they will do, they will leave it at there. Oh, the stone is not breaking. But it is. What if at the 99th hit, the stone breaks? And that is exactly what happens. It is the 99th hit when the stone breaks, which doesn't mean that all those previous efforts were to waste. It means that all those previous efforts led to that 99th hit where it finally broke. And right now you might be in the midway. You might similarly be in the midway of that process. Another example I would definitely love to give you is from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. In this book, I might not exactly be able to quote you word by word, but I'll try my best. In that book, there is this person who finds this vein of gold, in the ground. He finds that and he starts digging in the hope that he will come across a big heap of gold, a big pile of gold. So they keep on digging, Days gone by and nothing happens. So they leave it at there. They had brought a machine to dig the ground in search of gold, but it's hopeless. They could not find it. So what they did was they sold the machine to the junk. The junk person, the person whom they sold it to, the junk man, He heard about that story and he decided to consult from a more knowledgeable person about the entire situation. And he took that machine and he started digging it. And what happened? Imagine what happened. He came across a pile of gold, which just goes on to prove that don't yet give up. Don't think that this is the end of it. You might think right now that this is the end of it, and I know it's very easy to sit here and give you advice. It's very difficult when you are on the other side. I know it's very difficult because when you consistently see failures, consistently experience failures, setbacks and setbacks and setbacks, your mindset starts building that way. If I tell a person who is locked in a 4-walled room and I tell him that, you know what, there is a world out there and he's always been locked in this room, he won't believe me. He'll think I am stupid because he's never seen it. He thinks that this 4-wall room is the world. And I know that might be the case with you. And I know you might think that, oh no, happiness is not for me. It's maybe only for a few people. I'm not God's child. I'm not God's favorite because God never favors me. But you have this wrong mindset. Yes, God, first of all, does not have favorites. Okay, let's start from there. He is giving everyone the same experience. Maybe, yes, some people might experience it more than the others. For example, people who are in war, they experience it more terribly than me, who might just experience a failure on a test. I know, 2 different things, definitely. But we have to fight our battles. Sometimes there are certain things that are not in our hands. Even if the entire motivational community will tell you that no, everything is in your hand, you can at any time change your entire reality. No, that's not the case. Sometimes some things are not in our hands. Okay, being born in a family where my parents are not the richest people in this world is not in my hands. That was in the universe's hand. But some things are definitely in my hand. For example, me staying happy despite the fact that I'm not the richest person or my parents are not the richest person, that is in my hand and I can help that. You can help it as well. You can try to change your situation at any time. Again, connecting to my first what I said first, that no, God has no favorites, and the fact that God is giving you terrible situations is not because he doesn't like you or he's not favoring you. It's just a way to show you better things, because after every terrible thing, one thing is guaranteed: there is a better thing. After every sad moment, one thing is guaranteed: your tears will stop flowing, and maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even, let's say, in 1 week or 5 years, but you will be happy. That's a guaranteed thing. And when you will look back now, this is the favorite part. You see all the successful people, when they look back to their failures, they always reminisce it with so much love. And if not love, they reminisce those terrible days with so much respect, that it was those days which taught them so many things. For example, if a person never failed, they would have never succeeded as well, because they wouldn't have had the learnings that was required for the success. If a person hadn't been sad, they wouldn't have been happy, because happiness would be such a common state that they wouldn't have valued it. So, are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Everything that is happening to you is happening for a reason. And I know right now it's foggy, because when we are in terrible situation, there is a fog in front of us. We cannot actually see what's going on. All we can see is the fog, and that fog is the problem. All we can see is the problem, that this is the problem. But what we can do is we can put one step at a time. I know we cannot see the end result, because beyond that fog is something, okay, something good waiting for you. And often when there is this fog, this challenge, you might not be able to see it. But what you can do is you can put one step at a time. And this, I think this what I'm saying right now is taken from the book The Mole, the Fox, the Horse, or this, and you can read it. It's a very good book. So all you can do is put one step at a time, and eventually you'll reach the end and you will realize that, wow, it was worth it. You look back at the fog and you'll think it was beautiful. That fog just made the journey more beautiful, right? So have that, and I know you will be able to do it. Just believe in it. Let not the society fool you, or let not your feelings fool you that, oh, this is it, you're doomed for sadness. Nobody is doomed for sadness. Nobody is doomed for poverty. Nobody is doomed for hunger. You can always have the best things in the world. It's not reserved for only that 1%. It can be yours if you want it to be yours. Okay, I hope you liked it, and if you liked it, please like, subscribe, and share. I love you all. Bye.